So the First World War was so devastating and it had such an impact around worldwide, and it's just something that should be commemorated. It shouldn't be forgotten. It's not about celebrating it, it's about commemorating it. It's about remembering all those who gave up their present so we could have a future. It's another reason I want to be a part of this, is because in the First and particularly the Second World Wars, you had people coming over from the West Indies wanting to fight for what they saw as the homeland, and I don't feel that their contribution is acknowledged enough. And not just sort of black people or people of colour who took part in the First and Second World Wars, but also women's contributions, etc. So I think it's really important to be inclusive in this and remember the sacrifice that so many made, whatever their colour, gender, whatever. I wanted to write from sort of a young child just coming into her teenage years, from her point of view, trying to understand why her father had to go away in the first place, to fight for someone that they've never met, they don't know, to fight in another country. And I particularly wanted her to think about this idea of kind of murder is supposed to be wrong, but how come then war is the right thing to do? And that's why she has questions about, is this us standing up to a bully? But I just wanted to set this up from a child's point of view and have all these questions that she needs answered. And so she's desperate for her dad to come home and just explain to her what is going on and why he's doing that. I think in these days of sort of emails and social networking, etc., I think they're still writers. And I think this is a project about getting them to think about, put themselves in the shoes of somebody who has somebody away fighting a war. And unfortunately, it is still relevant. Barely a week goes by without seeing coffins being brought back and families grieving. And so for me, that's why this project is so important, because it's about putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and being able to understand their pain and their grief and the uncertainty of not knowing whether your loved ones are going to come back again or not. And so it's not just an exercise in empathy, it's also about sympathising with others who have to go through this. And that's why I would encourage all children and teenagers to have a go at this and see what comes out. What would you say to someone in that situation where you don't know whether you're going to see them again?